Good day, children. In this video we are going to learn about present perfect tense, which is the third type of present tense. Hope you remember simple present tense and present continuous tense. Let's just recall simple present tense and present continuous tense before we start present perfect tense. Simple present tense is used to denote an action that happens regularly, okay, and present continuous tense is used to denote an action that is continuous at the present, okay, that is continuous at present. So please take page number 83 in your textbook. The third type of tense is present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense to denote an action which happened in the present and is just completed, to denote an action that is just completed or already been completed, okay. That is a textbook definition. The present perfect tense tells us about actions which have already been completed or have just been completed. For example, I have caught a fish. Here the action has taken place at the present time and it is just complete. Just now only he caught a fish, okay. So I have caught a fish. We say it like I have caught a fish. Second example, they have reached the station already. So it is an action which happened in the present and it is a just completed action. That is why it is written they have reached the station already. Now look at the third example, children. The bus has just left the stand. Now I am talking about the present time, okay. It's a present situation and the action is just complete. Just now only the bus has left the stand. So present perfect tense is used to denote an action which is just completed in present, okay. Now let's see what is the formula or how do we write the sentence in present perfect tense, okay. The formula is has or have plus past participle form of the verb, okay. First we look at the first part of the formula, has or have. When do we have to use has or when do we have to use have? Helping verb, if the subject is I, you, we, they, or if the subject is plural, then we use the helping verb have, and if the subject is he, she or it, or a singular subject comes in a sentence, then we use the helping verb has. Let's look at the previous example to make it more clear. See here, I is the subject. What did I tell you? If I is the subject, we have to use have. See, that's why here it's written have caught, okay. Now look at the next sentence. They is the subject, right? So if the they is the subject, then also we have to use have. Look at the third example. The bus has just left the stand. What is the subject here? Yes, bus is the subject. So bus is singular or plural? Singular. So we have used has there, okay. Now the next part is regarding the past participle form. The past participle form must be new to you. Now I'll tell you what do you mean by past participle, okay. For every verb or for each verb we have three forms, okay. One is present form, that is base form of the verb. Second is past form of the verb. When we write in past tense, we use past form of the verb. And the third category is past participle form of verb, okay. So let's see how the verbs will come in three forms. For the verb catch, okay, the past form of catch is caught and the past participle of catch is caught itself. In most of the cases, past form and past participle form are same, okay. But it's not sure. I cannot, I cannot say that for all the verbs it will come like that. No, but for most of the cases, the past participle and past form would be same. Now, the second one, drink. Drink is the present form, which is the base form, first form of the verb. The past form of drink is drank, and past participle is drunk. Give is the present form of the verb, which is the original form of the verb. Past form of give is gave, and past participle of give is given. Okay, so you have to learn these three forms when you apply the tense in present perfect tense. Only if you know past participle form, you can write the verb in appropriate way. Okay. So, I will just remind you about the formula of present perfect tense. The formula is has or have plus past participle form of the verb. We use has with the subject, with the singular subject, as well as with the pronoun he, she, it, and we use have with the plural subject as well as with the pronouns I, you, we, they. Okay. Now, regarding the past participle form, what are the different points that we have to remember while writing in past participle form? Okay. In most of the cases, we form past form and past participle by adding ed. Most of the cases, but there are other cases as well. Okay. Now, here, reach. For the verb reach, it is a normal case in which we add ed to the verb to present it in past form and past participle. Likewise, we have work. Work, worked, worked itself. Okay, past. These are the past forms and these are the past participle forms. Okay, so work, it is worked, worked itself. Talk, talked, talked itself. Okay. Now let's see the other category. If the verb ends with e, what do we do? How do we write it in past form or past participle? See, look at the word arrive. This verb ends with the letter e, right? So what we have done, we have just added d there. Okay. So arrive, past form is arrived and past participle is arrived itself. Bake, baked, baked itself. Okay. We are just adding d because the verb ends in e, right? So there we just have to add d. Look at the next word, love. Love, loved, loved itself. Past form is loved and past participle is also loved. Now we have a different case in which if the verb ends with a consonant and y, then we have to replace y with IED. Hope you all know what is a vowel and consonant. Which all are vowels, children? Yes. A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. Rest of the letters are called as consonants. Isn't it? So, if the verb ends with a vowel and y, okay. Look at the word here. Look at the verb here, carry. Carry is a verb which ends with the letter y, and before y we have a consonant. R is the letter that has come here, right? So R is a consonant. So if it ends with a consonant and y, we have to replace y. We have to cut that y and write IED to make it past and past participle, to make it in past form and past participle. So the past form of carry is carried and past participle is carried itself. Look at the next word, try. Here the verb is ending with y, and before y, which letter do we have? Is it a vowel or a consonant? The letter R, that is also a consonant. So we have cut out that y and replaced it with IED. So the verb, the past form of try is tried and past participle is tried itself. Here also cry ends with a consonant and y. So there we have replaced it with IED. So it would become cried, cried itself. Okay. Now the next type is, we learnt about the consonant with verbs that end with consonant and y. Now next is verbs that end with a vowel and y. Okay, look at this word. What happens? Well, how do we write these verbs in past form and past participle form? If the verb ends with a vowel plus y, then we add ed to the verb to make it past and past participle form. For example, pray. The verb pray is a verb that ends with a vowel and y. See, it ends with y, and before y what do we have there? A, right? So a is a vowel. So the past form is prayed. We just add ed. So the past form is prayed and past participle is prayed itself. Now in the same way, play also, it ends with a vowel and y. So there also it is played. We just add ed, and so it becomes played, played itself. Okay. Then exceptions in this category, in the category of a vowel that ends with a vowel, in the verbs that ends with vowel and y, there are two exceptions that you have to keep in mind. For pay, it is a different case. So pay, the past form is paid and past participle is also paid. In the same way, say also, it is said, said. Okay. So what you have to do is, you have to learn the three different forms. They have given many words for you all to learn. Page number 85, 86. Okay, be thorough with these words, children. You have to learn the past form as well as the past participle, which is very, very important for you all to, when you do tenses. Okay, so please learn that thoroughly. Now the next one is, there are some words which do not change. Okay, the present form, the past form and the past participle form would be same. Okay, such words are cut, shut, bet, hit. For these words, cut, past form is cut itself, cut, 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 shut, 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 bet, bet, bet. Okay, there is no change in past form and past participle form. Okay, there are a few words given in your textbook like that. Please go through that. Now the next category is, we have some verbs in which past form and past participle form are same. Most of the cases we saw like that, right? In most of the cases, past form and past participle are same. Okay, so such words are creep. The present form is creep, past form is crept, and past participle is crept itself. Same. Meet, met, met. Build, build, for the verb build. See, this one you have to remember, the past form is built, where we replace d with t. Okay, and built itself is the past participle form. Now there are some words which are entirely different. Okay, the present form, past form and past participle are entirely different. Such words are hide. Hide is a present form. Past form of hide is hid and past participle is hidden. Break, broke is a past form and broken is a past participle. See, saw is the past form and seen is the past participle. So these words are entirely different. Okay, these words are entirely different. The three forms are written in three different ways. So please learn those categories as well. As I said, please learn thoroughly these three forms of verbs. Okay, only then you can apply it in correct way. Now let's try some examples, children. So before starting the examples, can you please recall the formula of present perfect tense? Yes, has or have plus past participle of the verb. Okay, so first sentence is, she dash lived here all her life. So what is the subject here? Always when we apply the tenses, when we write the correct form of tense, first thing we have to check is the subject. Okay, so what is the subject here, children? Yes, she is the subject. Okay, if she comes, which is the helping verb that we have to take, has or have? has, right? For when we write the sentence in the verb in present perfect tense, we have to select has as the helping verb. Okay, for the subject she. So she has, and live, past participle is lived. So the answer would be she has lived here all her life. Okay. Now the second sentence, they dash 3 letters already. So what is the subject here? Yes, they is a subject. So if they is a subject, which is the one we have to use, has or have? Yes, have. Have, has or have plus past participle form of the verb. What is the past participle of write? Yes, write, wrote, written. These are the 3 forms. So written is the past participle. Okay, so they have written 3 letters already. Now the next one, I dash see this movie 20 times. So I is the subject. So which one we have to use, has or have? Yes, have. We have to use have. And see, past form is saw, and past participle is seen. See, saw, seen, right? So I have seen. It dash rain heavily. What's the subject here? It, isn't it? So it, when it comes, what do we have to use, has or have? Has. Yes. So it has, past participle of rain is rained. It has rained heavily. Okay. Now the next one, the children dash a mess in the kitchen. What's the subject here? Yes, children is the subject. Children is singular or plural? Yes, it is plural. So if plural is the subject, which one we have to use? Yes, have. So children have. Make, past participle is make, made. Make, made, made. Okay. So it should be have made a mess in the kitchen. Okay. So once again I'll tell you, children, present perfect tense is used to denote an action that happened in the present and is just completed. Okay, to denote an action which is just completed at present. Okay, and the formula is has or have plus past participle of the verb. Please learn thoroughly all these 3 forms of verbs. Okay, hope you understood the topic, children. Thank you.